So I want to talk about friendship because I think that too many people play unnecessary games. Okay, y'all be tripping. You're like, oh, let me see if they'll forget my birthday. Let me see if they'll congratulate me on their main page or their Insta stories. Let me see if they'll ask how they can support my new project. Let me see if they'll help me with what I asked for. I'm ill. Let me see if they'll check up on me. Listen, it is much simpler to ask for what you want per time. In a bid to gauge the level of our friendships, it's very easy to build these stories in our heads that are not true. No one knows you're sick, but there's an assumption that they need to check up on you just because they should know, okay? You didn't ask your friend to participate in that new project. You only just said them about it, but now you assume that they should jump in to participate. You asked for something and your friend forgot, and now you've refused to remind them because you want to prove to yourself that they don't care. Please learn to ask for what it is that you want and send reminders if you have to. And if they cannot do something, that's okay as well. Friendship can be easy or hard. We make it more complicated than it should be.
Hi guys, according to timeanddate.com, it is 2:48 a.m. and today is the 7th of April 2021, and you're listening to Dearest Diamond, a Diamond's memoir. My name is Diamond and you're welcome to episode 7. So what you just listened to on the intro is an excerpt from a video by Adaora Lumina Mbelu. It's a video on her Instagram that she posted, and I'm kind of going to try to relate it to today's topic, or today's title rather. I'll try to relate it. Today's title is Dearest Diamond, Speak Up. Yeah, that's today's title. I guess, I don't know. I don't know if the production of this episode will be different, but I think it might be in terms of quality, because I've been dealing with the Nigerian factor, which is power, one of the many Nigerian factors. And because PHCN or ADC has decided that, I don't know, we don't deserve power for now, I'm having to record with my phone because I cannot use my microphone. So, yeah, like I said, today's title is Dearest Diamond, Speak Up. So, as you must have heard in the intro, she was talking about how people make stuff difficult. You just assume things in your head and believe that everybody is the magician and somehow should be able to read your mind or should be able to tell what's going on with you or one thing or the other. The truth is that half of the time, it's really not like that. So, let me, as usual, I would use myself as an example. Up until sometime in 2012, I was the kind of person to never speak up about what the problem was or how I felt, or if I was hurt by someone's action, or if I expected better from a person, you know. And later I came to realize that when I eventually became the kind of person to speak up, I've come to realize that half of the time we don't communicate properly. Like most, okay, let me come from this angle. You know how I don't know how other people's homes are, but growing up, my parents had this idea that because you're a child, you know, they know better. Of course they know better, but I feel there wasn't a lot of opportunity to speak up, to speak your mind, to say, for example, if you were being accused of doing something wrong in the house, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity to defend yourself. No, you're never really allowed to defend yourself because, I don't know. So an African parents, defending yourself or trying to explain when they're shouting and all is termed rude or termed disrespectful, something like that. So yeah, there wasn't all the opportunity to defend yourself or speak up for yourself when there was a problem or when you felt some type of way. So personally, I think I carried that into my general life. So I was the kind of person that would never tell you that your action hurts me, or I didn't like a certain way that you acted or something, or I'll just expect that you will, you know, the person I was dealing with at the time she'll just know that, you know, something is off or something is wrong. And half the time, that never really happens. People don't just know things. You have to tell them. Well, just assume everybody's dumb, really, when it comes to your feelings or how you would like, what you want. To be honest, I think just assume everyone is dumb. So to me, this changed sometime for me rather, it changed sometime in, like I said, 2012, when I was in the uni. Two people that I was, had relations with at the time kind of helped with it, because there will be so much problems, like maybe something, I expected someone to do something about a situation and they didn't, and then I begin to sulk. Funny enough, when I got offended, I still wouldn't even say what my problem is. You just notice a change in my demeanor, or I'll begin to sulk, and then until I'm asked, okay, what's up? And then it will take me forever to explain how I feel. Up till tomorrow, I still stress when I have to explain myself, or when I have to say something about how I'm feeling. It's still a whole lot of process, but I did get better. So, like I was saying, nobody is going to know what you want if you don't speak up, if you don't talk about it. So let me tell you guys something. Sometime when I was in secondary school, I termed that period as my worst birthday ever. Like, you guys know I'm particular about my birthday, right? But that period, I had just changed schools, and for some reason, not for some reason anyway, obviously I had just moved to come to a new school, and obviously nobody was really going to know that, it was my birthday or anything like that. So on that day, obviously nobody said happy birthday, and I felt really bad. I even cried, I remember. But then thinking about it now, like years later, I'm like, how would they have known since I didn't speak up? I didn't tell anybody it was my birthday. I think I wasn't even excited about the day myself, up until maybe the day of my birthday. I was like, it was my... So people would only react. People would only respond to what they know. They would only react to what you tell them, or what you explain to them. Because the truth is, when it comes to matters of the heart as relating to another person, we are all dumb. Nobody knows shit. You get? So yeah, that's kind of it. I realized that if we all decided to, speak up about our feelings a lot, I think life will be better somehow. Like, yeah, life will a whole lot of things will be better. Ask for what you want. Don't expect people to read your mind. Even when you tell someone something about maybe how you feel or what you expect, they might forget. It's only normal. It's a natural human thing. People have their own shit that they're dealing with. So nobody's going to carry all your stuff in their mind and be like, at every point in time they're thinking about you and thinking about how their actions might have affected you, or all those kind of things. Nobody's really thinking about that. Everybody's thinking about their own shit and themselves. So at every point in time, if your friend has done something to you and you don't like it, speak up. Say, oh guy, you did this. Babe, you did that. I didn't like it. I didn't like how you reacted to the situation. I didn't like how you responded. Speak up. More times than they would actually be like, oh, I didn't even know. I didn't know that you saw it that way. Or you might even be wrong in the way you perceived their action. So yes, we stop bottling things up and just like then me, I would bottle it up and then just tell myself that, let it go, but letting it go does not make it any better. To be honest, when I eventually started speaking up and, talking about how I felt about issues, it was like a whole lot of relief. Honestly, just try it sometimes. Like, if you're friends with someone and they keep doing something over and over and over again, and you don't like it, and you'll be surprised that they do not even know that you don't like it. And why don't they know? Because you refuse to speak up. Simple as that. Do you get? So speak up about how you feel, about what you want. If you're being accused wrongly, your integrity is at stake. If anybody is saying you did something and you didn't do it, nobody is going to know you didn't do it if you don't speak up. So when you're being accused wrongly, or you're in a situation or in a setting that is kind of questioning your integrity or questioning your honesty or whatever it is, they're questioning a good value, speak up. Defend yourself. Let people know that this is not how this is. This is how it is, So if there's something that's special to you, I cannot know that it's special to you if you don't tell me that, look, this thing is special to me. I wouldn't even treat that special because I don't know. Another thing that I have realized, or that I realized that I used to do back then, was make a lot of assumptions. Oh my God. Guy, you are not a magician. The other person too is not a magician. Nobody knows. Like, stop assuming for people. Stop assuming that, this person responded to this because of that. You don't know for sure. Don't sit in your own little corner, in your own little world, and make assumptions and be like, oh yeah, this person definitely did this because that, or, that definitely happened because this. You are not certain. In all honesty, don't even lie to yourself. Like, you really do not know for sure that that's why that person did what they did. So, like, don't assume, really. Don't sit in your corner and tell yourself that, this person doesn't regard me, or this person doesn't rate me. That's why this person acted like that. Did you tell the person that, look, for me to feel valued and for me to feel like you rate me, I would rather that you didn't act this way. I would rather that you didn't do this thing. Do you get? It's not right. It doesn't make any sense that you conclude on somebody's head without, making proper investigations or asking questions. So using the word conclude just made me realize that as much as I'm speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to myself too. I used to be that. I don't know if it's a past thing or it's a present thing, but yeah, I think jumping into conclusions sometimes is like my forte. But it doesn't make it any right, because the truth is that after you have jumped, after you have assumed that, this must definitely be this, most of the time, I find out that I am wrong. So in your dealings with people, whatever you do, let's like try to make life easier for ourselves, like, as much as we all want to catch feelings or, whatever it is, give another person a break, really. Most times, they really honestly do not know that this is what you want if you don't speak up. If you don't speak up at work, nobody's going to know that you did, okay, so for example, like, I know that the Nigerian office space or work environment is a bit very toxic in terms of oga, madam kind of thing. Everybody is the boss. Everybody expects you to respect them, in quotes, respect in quotes. So, but still, like, if you're having a meeting, and even if you're a junior staff, however much respect you can, someone, respectfully speak up. To be honest, respectfully say that, look, I feel like I deserve this and I wasn't given, and it hurts. So let me tell you about something that happened while I was where I worked one time. So I felt like we were doing the jobs of full staff, but we're being paid as contract staff, and a lot of times work was it was a lot. I remember one time that for like a week I had to do the job of 3 people all by myself. And I made sure I did not keep quiet about it. At the next meeting, I made sure to tell them that you can't be paying me as a contract staff and I'm doing the job of 3 people. I'm not even a full staff. You're not paying me enough for that. I made sure to tell them. I remember when I was going to write my resignation letter. Oh my God, I was as expressive comes, So, and I realized that it does make you feel better. Even if this person or whoever it is that you are relating this emotion or feeling or whatever to does not rate it, does not regard it. The fact that you spoke up, trust me, it will make you feel better about everything. You will just know that, okay, I did tell this person this shit. Like, even if they refuse to take it into consideration, I did talk about it. I did say what I wanted. I like people who have birthday lists or what they expect their friends to give them as birthday gifts. It's beautiful. You get, so that nobody's buying you what you don't want. If you like perfumes, tell people that you like perfumes. Speak up about it. If you're whatever it is, whoever you are, let people know, let the next person know that, look, this is what I expect. This is what I want. Nobody can read anybody's mind. Nobody is a magician. I cannot read your mind. You cannot read my mind. If I don't communicate, you wouldn't know what I expect. You get? So let's speak up about our feelings. Let's speak up about, what we expect from people. Let's communicate. And finally, I would like to say, ask questions. Oga. It really, okay, I'm reading a book at the moment by John Maxwell. Something about, I think the title is Good Leaders Ask Great Questions or something like that. Let me read something that the author said. It says, asking the right question of the right person at the right time is a powerful combination because the answers you receive set you up for success. Thomas J. Watson said, the ability to ask the right question is more than half the battle of finding the answer. But that's true only if you are willing to ask the question. Ask questions. Stop the assumptions. If you do not understand, even if someone has said something 10 times, ask questions if you are not clear. Always, always, always ask questions. When you meet people for the first time, don't assume anything about them. Ask questions. Try not to be too personal because not a lot of people, especially, but if you have good relationships, you should be able to gauge the relationship with you have with a person to be able to know, what kind of questions you should be asking them, the kind of things you should be saying, and all. But honestly, ask questions. Speak up about what you want. Don't make assumptions about anything. Stop assuming. You never paid anybody, never did anything. Most times when you assume, 90% of the time, you are wrong. You are very, very, very wrong. So, Dearest Diamond, speak up. Honestly, the world wants you to speak up. The world is waiting to hear your voice. The world is waiting to know how you feel, what you want, right? So speak up. Speak up about everything. Speak up. If you don't like how you're being, intimate with your partner, speak up. He will never know if you don't tell him. If you don't like how someone talks to you or screams at you, speak up. They will never know if you don't tell them. All right? So, I do hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode. Follow me on Instagram at Dearest Diamond. Send me a message. I don't know. I like to meet new people. I like to make new friends. I like to chat. So let me know how you feel. All right? Have a lovely week. And yeah, bye. Take care.